Hey, what is up guys? It's Diablo363. Today's package is something a little bit different to what some of you have seen unboxed on my channel. My whole life I've kept snakes and lizards and all forms of reptiles, and recently I found a fascination with tarantulas. So what I did is that after a lot of research I came across Jamie's Tarantulas, and they had a ton of good reviews, and to be honest it was the only site that was very well done up. It was very neat, everything ran perfectly, and it was very easy to find what I was looking for. So today we're going to be unboxing this package, seeing what's inside and seeing how well everything's packaged. I did have a look online, and it's been a while since anybody has done an unboxing video from Jamie's Tarantula, so I thought it was about time somebody did a new and updated version, let's call it that. So without much further ado, I'm going to unbox this. I am still using one hand to film this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to open it up, and then I will resume the video once I've simply just cut the sellotape. Cool. Okay guys, I've just removed the sellotape, and now we'll get the rest of this unboxed. So immediately on the top we have a tarantula care upon arrival. I'll read that in a bit. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read that, and there's some information on the back. And that's a DOA, dead on arrival. Okay. Styrofoam, I'm guessing to keep heat in. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's first start with this here. This is, I believe, the juvenile enclosure. Now there's a sling enclosure, juvenile, and an adult enclosure. And that comes with everything that I might need, from the moss to a bit of bark, and some fake leaves just for ornamental purposes. This is quite nice. She actually supplied some bit more bark there. That was very nice of them. Okay, let's go here. These are the sling enclosures, and at the end of this video you'll see obviously the enclosures side by side, and then you can see the difference in size. From what I've heard, tarantulas don't like too much of an open space. It's not like, let's say, a snake or lizards that need that space. They're very content with pretty small enclosures, and obviously as they grow I'll get bigger enclosures for them. But for now, these will do, especially for the little slings. And that's actually got a bit of moss in it, which is very nice. Okay. These are to feed them. These are just, let's see here, 25 overcount pinhead bee something or other. I don't know if you can really see that, but they're tiny. Almost like tiny little crickets. Okay. See what we've got here. That is a heat pack, which is actually still very, very warm. This was shipped 2 days ago, and that is very warm. Okay. Oh. Okay, and here, I guess, are the tarantulas. You can see, now this is a curly hair. I'll get to grips with the Latin names of them, but B alpha something or other, alpha, I cannot say that, so I'm sure some people will rip me apart for that, but this is basically a curly hair. It's a very nice size at the moment, very nicely wrapped, 1 to 1.5 inches. I'm going to put that down, and in these here are the slings. Now I'm not going to get these unboxed while I'm only got one hand. I will unbox them, set up their enclosures, and then after that I will resume the setup. I'm just showing you the names for those of you who are interested as to what they are. Then you can see, but inside these should be the slings. Right guys, so I'm gonna get that unpackaged, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so everything is now being set up. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of advice when setting this up. In order to get the moss and leaves and things like that. And for instance, like as you can see here, I've got that bit of cork glued to the side of the curly hairs enclosure. Do not use super glue. I highly recommend using a glue gun. I picked one up from Dollar General with a whole bunch of glue sticks for like $3-4. It's really not expensive, but super glue will not work. It doesn't stick properly, and you've got to wait for it to dry. I thought it would work, and it didn't, so I just went out and got myself a glue gun, and that works wonders. And I'm just trying to show you a bit of the enclosures to give you an idea as to the setup that I have done. I think in there you can just see the back side of the curly hair. And then a bit of water, a little bit there. And here we go. I've actually got a Mexican red rump and a rosy hair, which I think that's the rosy hair. You can just see its backside there. I've set up her enclosure or his enclosure, we're not sure yet. And the Mexican red bump is in there. You'll notice that there is no water in the two slings enclosures. This is because if I had to put that in their enclosures, chances of them falling in that and being unable to get out and drowning is highly likely. So what I do is I'm going to use a spray bottle, and the droplets that will form on the moss there is more than enough for them. And when they get bigger to around that size or a little bit under that size, then I'll get them different enclosures and do that for them, like I've done for the curly hair. But at this time, it's really not advisable to do something like that. The moisture that they get from the spray is more than enough. When filling up the curly hair's water bowl, I used nothing more than just a syringe, because it is still small. So using a bottle, such as what I'm using, is I'm just using Dasani purified water. Don't use water from your tap. It's got all sorts of stuff in there that really isn't too good for them. So just buy purified water. I mean, it costs for 24 bottles $2. Actually $3. So just use that, fill up a syringe, and then fill up the little thing like that. But yeah, that is it, guys. Just wanted to show you what it's like. Really impressed with what I received from James Tarantulas. Top-notch stuff. Really, in my opinion, looks great. And I will be doing follow-up videos on these guys, and the more I learn about them, the more hopefully I can put some videos together. So please be sure to subscribe. I'll probably be buying a Mexican red knee next. So please be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and any advice, feel free to share it with me. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.